What if I told you there's a country where driving a dirty car could land you in trouble with the law? Where men hide their faces behind scarves, not just from the sun, but from tradition. Where some taxis slam the door on male passengers. And where a simple kiss in public could actually get you arrested. Sounds unbelievable, right? Welcome to Algeria, a North African nation full of rules, taboos, and jaw-dropping surprises that most outsiders know nothing about. In this video, we'll uncover 15 shocking facts about Algeria that will flip everything you thought you knew about this mysterious country. 15. A country within a country. Hidden deep inside Algeria, the second largest Muslim nation in Africa, lies a community unlike any other. Here, women hold the power. They can propose to men, manage family property, guard the keys to the food storage, and even tattoo their faces to ward off evil spirits. These are the Amazigh, or Berbers, an indigenous people who have lived in North Africa for over 3,000 years, long before the Arab and Roman empires. They call themselves Imazighen, meaning free people. Despite centuries within the Arab world, they proudly refuse to identify as Arabs. Amazigh women aren't just homemakers. They make decisions about land distribution, manage the family's wealth, and in many areas still follow a matrilineal system, where lineage and property pass through the mother's side. Marriage traditions here are equally unique. In villages like Tizi Ouzou, women are free to court the men they choose. They give gifts, sing songs, and can marry without their family's permission, almost unheard of in many Muslim communities. Once a year, they celebrate the Day of Reversal, where men are banned from participating. Women dress as ancient warriors, perform epic oral histories passed down for thousands of years, and dance under the moonlight in hand-embroidered gowns that can take half a year to make. 14. Men can marry multiple wives. In Algeria, marriage doesn't always mean just two people. Under Sharia law, a man can marry up to 4 wives, as long as he treats them equally in love, time, and finances. Sounds balanced? Many Algerians find it controversial. By law, a first wife cannot legally block her husband from taking more wives. But in modern Algeria, that tradition is fading. Today, only 3 to 5% of men actually have multiple wives, mostly due to financial challenges and shifting cultural values. In big cities like Algiers and Iran, many women demand a no polygamy clause in their marriage contracts before saying yes. Still, stories surface that spark public debate, like the wealthy businessman in Gardaya province who famously married 3 women at the same time, posing for photos with all 3 brides in full wedding dresses. Some called it a victory for tradition. Others condemned it as disrespectful to women. It's a reminder that, in Algeria, marriage laws can surprise outsiders, and even locals. Number 13. Dirty cars? Big trouble. Yes, you heard that right. In Algeria, driving a dirty car can cost you money. A dusty hood, a foggy windshield, or even a couple of empty cans rolling around your floor could get you pulled over and fined anywhere from $7 to $20. It sounds extreme, but Algeria isn't alone. In Singapore, the fine can hit $730 for a filthy ride. In Japan, while there's no official law, professional drivers religiously wipe down door handles and dashboards after every passenger. Why so strict? Because in these places, a car reflects its driver. Dirty vehicles not only ruin the city's image, but can breed bacteria, trigger allergies, and even reduce visibility, dangerous for older drivers. Research from the Birmingham Microbiology Center found that a dirty car door handle can carry 9 times more bacteria than a public toilet seat. Number 12. The country that owes nobody. Here's a shocker. Algeria is one of the rare countries in the world that's almost completely debt-free. Back in 1995, Algeria's foreign debt was a crushing 75% of GDP. But instead of borrowing more, the government slashed public spending, boosted oil and gas exports, and aggressively paid it off. Within 15 years, debt almost gone. Today, their foreign debt sits at under 2% of GDP. Compare that to the US at over 120% or Japan at 260%, and you'll see just how rare this is. But here's the twist. Debt-free doesn't mean wealthy. Nearly a quarter of Algerians still live below the poverty line, surviving on less than $1 a day. The problem? Unequal wealth distribution. The oil and gas money isn't spread evenly, so rural areas like the Sahara or Kabylie Mountains still struggle. So what do you think? Is it better for a country to stay debt-free but have poverty, or take loans to improve living standards? Number 11. Turning desert into paradise. Over 80% of Algeria is dry, scorching desert. Temperatures can hit 122 degrees Fahrenheit, 50 degrees Celsius, and rainfall is almost non-existent. And yet, Algeria grows grapes, olives, wheat, and world-famous dates shipped to over 40 countries. Their secret? An ancient irrigation system called fugaras, hand-dug tunnels that carry water from underground aquifers to oases. No electricity, no pumps, no erosion. Just a brilliantly simple system that's been working for centuries. In towns like Timamoun or Gardaya, you'll find lush palm groves thriving in a sea of sand, thanks to these underground water highways. Modern U.S. irrigation costs billions every year. Could fugaras be the answer for drought-hit states like California, Arizona, or Nevada? Type yes if you think ancient tech could solve modern problems, or no if you believe high-tech is the only way forward. Number 10. The pork ban. Thinking of packing smoked sausage or a bit of ham for your trip to Algeria? Don't. In a country where over 99% of the population is Muslim, pork isn't just avoided, it's completely illegal to import, sell, or eat in any form. Algeria's halal food laws classify pork as haram, meaning it's entirely off-limits. You won't find pork sausages, ham, or even pork-flavored instant noodles in any supermarket, not even in expat neighborhoods. Customs officials have full authority to confiscate and destroy any pork products brought in, and yes, they can fine you, even if you're a foreigner. The Food and Agriculture Organization says the average American eats about 65 pounds of pork a year. In Algeria, 0. They don't produce it, they don't import it, and they don't even list it in agricultural reports. And unlike places like the UAE or Indonesia, where non-halal food sections exist for foreigners, Algeria has 0 exceptions. No pork, period. Number 9. Men's grooming is a tradition. From bustling streets in Algiers to quiet towns in Kabylie, you'll notice something right away. Many Algerian men are seriously well-groomed. We're talking glowing skin from moisturizers, a hint of pink lip balm, and a trail of rich perfume you can smell before you even see them. According to North African cosmetic industry surveys, over 65% of regular perfume and skincare buyers in Algeria are men, and the country leads the entire region in fragrance consumption per person. Some men own 20 bottles or more, from deep oud scents to high-end French colognes. But this isn't a modern fad. It's an ancient tradition. Centuries ago, men here lined their eyes with kohl, styled their beards with care, and wore silver jewelry to signal power and status. Today, that heritage blends with global fashion, creating a culture where beauty and self-care are seen as signs of respect, not vanity. Number 8. Villages frozen in time. In the age of satellites and self-driving cars, there are still places in Algeria where life moves like it's the 1600s. These are Amazigh villages. No power lines, no gas stations, no cell service. People fetch water from mountain streams, grind flour by hand with stone mills, and bake bread in clay ovens. Goods are hauled by camel across high passes that soar nearly 6,000 feet above sea level, about as tall as Wyoming's Grand Teton. The traditions here run deep. Winter fire festivals, rain-calling ceremonies in the dry season, and coming-of-age trials where young men must live alone on a mountain with a flock of sheep for 21 days, completely cut off from others. Many of these communities are UNESCO-recognized cultural heritage zones. Women still wear traditional Amazigh dresses and embroidered scarves daily, not just on special occasions. Around 450,000 Algerians, roughly the population of Atlanta, live entirely outside the modern grid. No electricity, no internet, no modern medical care. Number 7. The freestyle driving culture of Algiers. If it's your first time in Algiers, buckle up, not just for safety, but to mentally prepare for one of the most creative driving cultures in North Africa. What might you see? Cars going the wrong way through roundabouts. Trucks half-parked on sidewalks just to slip through traffic. Pickup beds stacked with 20 crates of fruit tied down with, well, rope and faith. On paper, Algeria's traffic laws look strict. In reality, everything's flexible, depending on the driver's personality. Some streets have no visible lane markings, so you guess where your lane is. Traffic lights? Think of them as suggestions. Red means stop, unless the road's empty. According to World Population Review, Algeria records over 10,000 traffic-related incidents every year, mostly in big cities like Algiers, where chaos somehow organizes itself. Locals even have a saying, as long as you don't crash, it's not a violation. Driving here is more than transportation. It's self-expression. You might see a man in traditional robes behind the wheel of an old 1980s Mercedes, or a single motorcycle carrying 3 generations, grandpa, dad, and grandson, zipping through an intersection with no headlights. Number 6. Algeria, the natural gas superpower. You might not think of Algeria as an energy giant, but it's actually the world's 6th largest natural gas exporter, with some of the biggest reserves on Earth. Over 4.5 trillion cubic meters, according to BP Statistical Review 2024. After the Russia-Ukraine crisis, as Europe cut back on Russian gas, Algeria became a key supplier. Pipelines like Medgaz to Spain and Transmed to Italy now carry huge volumes straight from the Sahara to Europe's homes and factories. And here's a bonus. While much of the world struggles with high fuel prices, Algeria enjoys some of the cheapest gasoline on the planet. As of February 2025, global petrol prices ranked its 7th lowest globally, at about $1.30 per gallon, compared to the U.S. average of nearly $4. Number 5. Public displays of affection are banned. If you're dreaming of a romantic getaway to Algeria, here's a cultural note that might surprise you. Public displays of affection, hugging, kissing, even holding hands, can be seen as improper and sometimes illegal. Under Algerian law, such acts are considered against traditional morals in this deeply Muslim society, where modesty and public decency are top priorities. What feels normal in Europe or the US, like a quick kiss in the street, can spark disapproval from locals or even attention from the police. And yes, it's enforced. In 2017, 2 French tourists were detained in Oran after kissing in front of a mosque, a reminder that this isn't just an old rule gathering dust. But don't let that scare you away. Algeria still offers Mediterranean beaches, Arab-Berber architecture, and Sahara Desert towns straight out of 1001 Nights. You can still enjoy every moment with your partner. Just save the affection for private spaces. Number 4. Cuisine influenced by over 7 cultures. Algerian cuisine isn't just food, it's history on a plate. It's the product of over 7 cultural influences: Arab, Berber, French, Turkish, Spanish, Italian, and Ottoman. Each bite is a story, from the mild spices of Arab cooking to the French mastery of seasoning, Turkish grilling techniques, olive oil and tomatoes brought by the Spanish, Italian-inspired pasta and breads, all blended with the unique soul of Berber tradition. You might find couscous, Algeria's national dish, served with Mediterranean fish instead of lamb, a northern coastal twist, or chakchouka, a sizzling mix of eggs, peppers, tomatoes, and onions, reminiscent of Spanish Sephardic kitchens, but with that unmistakable Berber touch. In Algiers bakeries, you'll spot buttery French croissants sitting right next to honey-soaked Ottoman pastries. According to Taste Atlas 2024, Algerian cuisine ranks among the most underrated in the world. Many travelers have never even heard of it, but after their first bite, they wonder how it stayed a secret for so long. Number 3. Cities that live by the sun. In the Sahara, where summer temperatures soar past 115 degrees Fahrenheit, 46 degrees Celsius, you'd expect air conditioning to be a survival necessity. But in Algeria's Mzab Valley, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, thousands of people stay cool without a single air conditioner, thanks to architecture designed over 1,000 years ago. The Mozabite people, an ancient Muslim community, built 5 small desert cities in the 10th century with one philosophy: work with nature, not against it. Thick clay walls, up to 20 inches, 50 centimeters, trap cool air during the day and release warmth at night. Tiny windows let in light but keep out the burning sun. Narrow, winding streets block desert winds and create shade, turning neighborhoods into giant natural refrigerators. Roofs are positioned so no house blocks a neighbor's sun or breeze, ensuring comfort for all. It's a kind of 10th century AI, intelligent design long before computers. Today, over 360,000 people still live in these same homes, using almost no modern upgrades, proof that sometimes ancient tech outsmarts modern engineering. Number 2, don't hand things over with one hand. It might seem like nothing, but in Algeria, handing something to someone, whether it's money, a gift, or even a cup of tea, with just one hand, especially the left, can cause real offense. To Algerians, this isn't just bad manners, it's a sign of disrespect, particularly when interacting with elders, people of higher status, or informal situations. Instead, etiquette calls for both hands, or at the very least, your right hand presented respectfully. It's more than politeness. It's a gesture of humility and honor toward the other person. During weddings, holidays, or family visits, breaking this custom can send the wrong message, even if you meant no harm. This tradition isn't unique to Algeria. Across many Asian cultures, from Japan to Thailand, and even in Ethiopia and India, using both hands shows respect, while the left hand often carries a cultural taboo rooted in traditional hygiene practices. In short, in Algeria, the way you give something matters just as much as what you give. Number 1. Men are forbidden from entering women-only taxis. In Algiers, you'll find a taxi service unlike anything you've seen before. Women-only taxis. The rule is simple. Female drivers, female passengers, no exceptions. Why? In a society where a woman riding alone with a male driver can spark gossip, these taxis offer safety, privacy, and dignity. Companies like TaxiFemme and Ladies Cab operate mainly at night or during sensitive hours. They're a safe haven for women navigating the city, and drivers have full right to refuse male passengers, even if it means driving away. A survey by El Watan newspaper found that nearly 80% of young Algerian women feel safer with a female driver. And in a culture where many women still need family permission to go out after dark, these taxis represent more than transport. They're a symbol of independence. Step inside one, and you're not just in a cab, you're in a moving statement of empowerment.